Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to officially go live for AEW Dark episode 318 here, and let me go ahead and get that off my thingy-bobber right there. And nope, that's not the thing that I need. There we go, set that there, take that off there. And for those of you who are a little bit unfamiliar how it goes down here, I was just talking about getting everything off of my getting everything onto my iPad all set and ready. That way the speaker's not blasting around. We don't need that playing in the background there. We have got a pretty good show down here for you, ladies and gentlemen, before we go live in just a few more hours of AEW Dynamite. We are recording here on a Wednesday night here, and we are going live with Bobby Lashley taking on Hangman Adam Page here. This should be a hard-hitting matchup here, as Hangman Adam Page is looking to rebuild himself back to the top of the rankings, and I think I need to change Hangman's menu screen pose. That just looks like sad Hangman. I mean, you can see the mustache of that one there, but I definitely need to change that. It looks like sad Hangman. Bobby Lashley looks pissed off, which is good there, but Hangman, he just got a sad face. Now, I kind of want to play as Bobby Lashley, but at the same time, like I feel like that I really want to see about Hangman's story here, about building that one up there. We saw it was last week that Hangman and Page and Kazuchika Okada got into a brawl with each other last week there, and boy oh boy did it get down to be quite epic there. And speaking of Okada from behind right there, assaulting Hangman and Page there. Wait a minute, hold on now, did Okada just turn heel? Did Okada just turn heel and Hangman into babyface? We're going to have to find out after this matchup here right now. That'll be something looking forward there. Well, here we go. An interesting start out there. And Bobby Lashley has not had the best of luck over the past few days dealing with Bray Wyatt. And, although Bobby Lashley did have a matchup just last night against Matt Borden there. No, actually, that was Max Stone. Sorry about that. Yeah, Bobby Lashley has had a couple of losses against Bray Wyatt here and Hangman right now. Could we go for Deadeye right now? Oh, wait, no, that's not the setup for the Deadeye. Air raid, neckbreaker crash there. Actually taking a playbook from Kazuchika Okada right there. Hangman, I don't think it's a good idea to be taking a breather right down there because you took too long right there. Bobby Lashley got the assault right there. Jawbreaker there by Hangman Adam Page there, and pop up in the spine buster. Takedown there by Bobby Lashley with such power there. Dropping down the Hangman. Strike there is now Bobby Lashley starting to find his groove in this matchup here against Hangman Adam Page here. It's got to be absolutely infuriating for someone like Bobby Lashley to know that Hangman Adam Page was assaulted by Kazuchika Okada and yet still coming back in this matchup nonetheless here. Hangman, oh, with a strike right there. Hangman rolled through. Not sure what Hangman's plan was there, but Bobby Lashley slipped out from that one there as Hangman just takes the fall right there. Bobby Lashley not going in the assault, waiting for Hangman to get to his feet there. Big boot there from Hangman out of Page. As Hangman throws Lashley under the corner there, and Hangman trying for the big boot right there as Bobby Lashley gets the counter. Straight jab there. The combinations flowing from a former mixed martial artist there, and Bobby Lashley gets him down to a single knee there, but Hangman escaping through a couple shots to the body there of the almighty Bobby Lashley, and Hangman looking pretty damn good here. Oh, Lashley though, roll on through there as Lashley throws Hangman to the corner though. Hangman escapes it on through there. Too much posing about here in my personal opinion for Hangman and Page there. You can't be playing around with Bobby Lashley like that. Bobby Lashley does not take kindly to being disrespected like that. Dropping down Hangman face first across the buckle. And now Lashley, gut wrench into the toss down powerbomb there by the almighty as he says, you want to showcase your strength, Hangman, and you want to pose about, check out mine. Simple stop on the arm there by Bobby Lashley. Charging for the spear attempted there. Lashley gets dropped down. Oh, Hangman's out on the ring right now here. Hangman out of Page looking for that buckshot lariat to come in right now. Buckshot lariat there. Hangman out of Page gets it right there. Cover up there. But the Hurt Syndicate doing what they can to distract the referee right there. Oh, Shit. I thought I'd be able to get the referee, turned around. So that's my bad. I thought I could spin around and talk to him. Hangman Page trying for the double axe in the face of Bobby Lashley, and now Hangman Page. I've got to say I'm impressed by Hangman to still be coming back after everything that just transpired to him. Thanks to Kazuchika Okada, the assault before this matchup here. Oh, what a gut buster of Bobby Lashley using his own shoulder for the power right there. Speaking of power, the Almighty showed off a little bit of his muscle strength there, but don't pose down too long, Lashley. You might get caught by Hangman. Or it's the opposite right now. Hangman's getting caught by Lashley. Back by, drop to fall with a spine buster here as Lashley picking up Hangman Page and spear, but Hangman split-legged there. Hangman trying to get Lashley for the grab, but Bobby Lashley slips out. Thank you for the first like there. Much appreciated on that one there. Cover up there and couldn't even get a single fall there. Could Lashley on Hangman. Bobby Lashley right now bringing Hangman Page. What's he got planned here? Oh, knee to the side of the head there by Bobby Lashley. That's something that is unusual. You don't really see Bobby Lashley utilize his knee for such power like that there. Oh, but you see this coming from the Almighty. Dominator slam down there. And put this one to bed right there. Thanks to the assistance by the Hurt Syndicate, Kazuchika Okada. This one's got to be over here for Hangman Page. What? I'd share the same reaction for Bobby Lashley. How the hell did Hangman get out from that? That is unbelievable. Great escape though by Bobby Lashley. Hangman right now out on the ring. Ever could be looking for a buckshot lariat there. No, a tope atomico. That was a very interesting setup there. Springboard by the moonsault there by Hangman. Are you kidding me? I cannot lose off of that. Man, what an interesting first matchup this one is here. And Hangman trying for the big boot there. And, Wolfman kind of missed right there as Hangman once again trying for, not sure what the intention was there. Shot to the body though, but Bobby Lashley the one gets the quarterback, but Hangman fires it back as well too there. Hangman trying for the grab there. Lashley, escaped there by Hangman. Thank you guys for joining in here. Got a pretty good back and forth contest between Bobby Lashley and Hangman Page here. And this is really our start to the first matchup of AEW Dark here tonight here. As Lashley right now, he's got a Hangman up. 4 people, yo, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much here. I had to focus for a little bit right there. Lashley keeps trying to put Hangman Page away right there. You can't get the cowboy down. He's got him up for another power slam attempt there. Again, Bobby Lashley coming off a couple of losses for Bray Wyatt there. Lashley wants to rebuild here. Some lost momentum. Hangman could be looking for the buckshot lariat there, but is that too close there? I think Bobby Lashley might be a little too close. Buckshot lariat there. Hangman got a little bit of distance for the buckshot lariat there. Oh, but you see, now it's Amy Precious there. I am on I'm on WWE 2K19. This is the universe mode here. There are no mods at all here. If that's what you mean, like what mode and all, there's no mods at all. This is all from Community Creations, except Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is of my own personal design. Big boot there. Lashley gets dropped down. Oh, and now Amy right there for the distraction right there is Lashley. Covered, charging in on Hangman Page into full Nelson slam down there. And Hangman, another escape there. An intense back and forth matchup that we are witnessing here between the Almighty and Hangman Page here. Straight jab there by Lashley as Lashley. Oh no. Gut buster impact again right there. Oh, this is good. Lashley's looking to go all the way from corner to corner here. With this charge and spear, gonna cut Hangman in half right there, and that didn't work either. And now Hangman's dead eye on Bobby Lashley, and another distraction here right there. Another distraction by the Hurt Syndicate right there. It's almost like the Hurt Syndicate have become more desperate because I think they sense a little bit of weakness than Bobby Lashley, and I mean no disrespect to the Almighty right there, but clearly he has had a downward spiral of a couple losses. Oh, the arena, no. That one I did not make the arena as well there. Hangman, I did not make him, but Bobby Lashley, I made Bobby Lashley. I made that a tie for Bobby Lashley, but the arena, no. Yeah, I would be lost without the creators of the community creations. Absolutely, I'd be lost without them. Springboard Forum there, like they have been a great help for me through this entire journey, and I wish I could give so many shout-outs to the people. I just don't have their names written down, but they have been a huge help with me for anything with all this. There's a couple of characters in my universe mode that are my own creations and nobody else. One of them will be on the show tonight. Nick Wilson and Amy Precious, those characters on the outside of the ring that are managers, those are my own creations. Grab there, and again, shot to the body by Lashley, straight jab there, spear attempted. And now another distraction there by Nick Wilson there. This has got to be desperate times there. It's got to be infuriating, I have to imagine, for Bobby Lashley to keep knowing that the Hurt Syndicate are there, but... Oh no, and another drop down the gut bust there. Hangman and Page is probably tasting what he had for breakfast after being slammed down on his gut like that so many times. Bobby Lashley, the grab there by Hangman and Page. Hangman taking Lashley, put him in the ropes. There we go. Oh no, what has Hangman got in mind here right now? He's just staring daggers at Lashley. Took too long, there is Bobby Lashley. Oh no, Lashley's going out there with Hangman and Page here. This is disastrous here for Hangman. DDTs him on the ring apron there. Good God almighty. I was not expecting this hellacious fight here between Hangman and Page and the Almighty. Oh, both men thinking strikes at the same time there. Hangman with a forearm strike to the face of Bobby Lashley, and now Bobby with a counter. Straight jab and a couple of shots there. Hangman counters the third one. As Bobby gets thrown in the barricade, and Hangman, Arihara moonsault, and completely overshot that one there, but Hangman rolled it through there. Oh, did you see that clubbing shot by Bobby Lashley there? And man, this one. Oh, Hangman face first in the... Wait a minute. Bobby's not going to go for a count-out victory, would he? Oh, thank God. Bobby Lashley is going to be a good competitor and wants to end this matchup inside the ring, wants to show the world his dominant performance over the AEW division. Oh, man. Hands claps around the midsection. Gut wrench the powerbomb there. Hangman's already up, though. How the hell? Hangman's always had the spirit of a fighting champion. And there's Hangman's one of his favorite moves, that running big boot, and now looking for a straight up punt kick there. Bobby with a counter. Oh, a shot to the midsection there and straight jabbing. Hangman the counter back here. Flying lariat there by Hangman attempted. You got any more AEW? Oh, I got a lot, dude. I got AEW Dynamite. I've got Rampage. I've got, let's see, I think I have Full Gear. I know I've got Double or Nothing. I've got Revolution. I've got a couple of them. Wait a minute, Bobby! Not like that. Yeah, but absolutely, man. I mean, there's congrats to it. Like, one of the best things is some of the creation suite right there. I've had a lot of fun being able to work with making my own characters, which are some of my favorite parts about doing this here, is to showcase some of my own creations to people and see if they like any of the wrestlers that I make. Nice stance switch there by Lashley, the gut buster there. Grab there by Lashley, and Hangman tried for the shot to the body. This is a great way to start things off here. Hangman and Page. He's got Lashley up trying to get him up for the Deadeye. Did you see how quickly Lashley escaped from the Deadeye? He just felt the grab there and bam, shot onto the spine there. Now Bobby Lashley. Oh, come on, Bobby. Not this. And you see that Leo Rush distracting the referee outside the ring right there. Again, please use your imagination. While the Hurt Syndicate nailed Hangman with a triple power bomb. You've got to be kidding me. Ooh. Just going to go live for that one, my man. And I'm just going to have a great time watching the matchup between Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, and Athena and Mercedes Moné. Obviously, I have my money on Mercedes and Athena to take the win there. I think Harley Cameron's going to take the loss in that matchup. I'm very excited to see what comes next with Hook there because Hook, I really like the fact that we're getting a little bit more from Hook there. Wow, that was a failure by Hangman and Page. And by Hangman, I mean me because I'm the one controlling him. Back elbows there. Now, I normally don't use resiliency unless somebody else did by the computer to play fair with them, but because there was a triple power bomb, I use special circumstances. Bobby Lashley throwing in the ring apron there. Now Hangman grabbing the almighty neck. Oh, that was a DDT right there. Face planting him down there. Cover up there. And out. No, Bobby Lashley with a kick out there. As Hangman and Page going straight to the top rope here right now. Hangman turning around, going in for that high moonsault there, but Bobby Lashley able to roll through there. But so too did Hangman, and he got the boot again there. I'm not sure what else is scheduled for tonight's program. I think those are just the only two matches. Big boot there, and oh, shot to the body there, and now Hangman with a rebound strike coming. Shot to the face across Bobby Lashley here. Tope Su. That was not a clean landing at all there by Hangman and Page with a Tope Suicida there on a Bobby Lashley. But still got him down regardless nonetheless there. Gotta say, I love this by Hangman here. Hangman trying for the Orihara moonsault there, and Lashley just threw him down to the floor there. As Lashley tried to wrestle Hangman down to the floor, got into a single knee, but Hangman makes the escape with a couple of shots to the body here. And boy, oh boy, what a contest this one has been here. Smart strategy by Hangman and Page there. He had Bobby Lashley trapped up against the table as Hangman took the tope dive there, but Lashley right now. Oh, wait a minute, Lashley up against the ropes here. Maybe not been a good idea here. You know, I think definitely you could put the title back on MJF here. Tope Cody roll by Hangman. MJF could be a great one to have Hangman and Page to take the title from him. But go for a babyface run. I don't think so right now. I think that I think honestly that when MJF returns, that I think that MJF needs. I don't know. I'm very curious about what's to come next for MJF here because of the fact that, you know, he said that, you know, when I come back, I'm going to be one of my best versions of myself. And so what does that mean? Is there a new faction? Like, you know, MJF was one of those guys that I don't actually think that he needs a faction. You know, obviously he could benefit from them, but I think he does great on his own as well, too. So I'm curious because MJF is supposed to be coming back pretty soon, I think. Apparently MJF was, I don't know if he celebrated his honeymoon at all, but apparently he was on another acting gig from what I read. Oh, nice hot shot there by Lashley. It's weird. You know, Wardlow was on an acting gig for a show called Gladiators, and now MJF was on another acting gig there. It's interesting, you know, people would always make the assumption that, you know, hey, if you want to go into acting, you know, you got to go to WWE. Not the case, apparently. Yeah, AEW's got some people in acting gigs there. Hey, man, it's the springboard moonsault covered up there. And another distraction there by Nick Wilson there. I tell you again, Bobby Lashley looking at this one here right now, I'd have to imagine that he probably feels frustrated at the fact that the Hurt Syndicate have to be there for him to protect him like this here. But in a land where there's so many... not poor Lashley. Oh, no, I thought he was going to try the spear, but no. But in a land where there are so many factions out here in AEW, you need as much help as you can get here. Hangman's got Lashley trapped up against the ropes there, and Lashley headbutt there. A bloody war implemented between these two here. Oh, Hangman. Lashley tried for the powerbomb, and Hangman. I mean, you're right about that. But it's kind of hard, you know, from where MJF was to going to go back to being a babyface when he was just literally talking about, you know, all the shit about, you know, Mark Briscoe with Jay. So it's kind of like one of those situations, like it's hard to like really move past all that. But I think always it's kind of like cheap heat there. Everybody's like, you know, talking about, dude, I know, like, I can't even imagine how Wardlow feels at all. Like, literally, you just come back. You're introduced into the Don Callis family. You do, like, what, maybe 1 or 2 moves, and now you're injured again? Like, I can't imagine how he must feel. Deadeye from Hangman. Cover, no cover, because Nick Wilson, another distraction right there. This is absolute insanity right now. The referee's got to start kicking these guys out of here right now. This is getting ridiculous. And Hangman's had enough and finally getting his hands on Nick Wilson right there. Well, the distraction upon what just happened may have been enough right there. Hangman to the top rope here right now and about to take the dive down into the... Oh, hell no. Hell no. You're not pinning me off a missed drop kick like that. Who the fuck do you think I am, Bobby? Lashley throwing Hangman into the corner as Hangman the lariat there. Again, this matchup here, this is intense here. These guys may have earned the thumbnail and the title here because this is absolutely insane here, this back and forth matchup between Hangman, Adam Page, and Bobby Lashley. Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, like, people have always been talking about, you know, where's Wardlow, where's Wardlow? And people forgot that, yeah, he was on an acting gig for a show. And, like, I would forget that sometimes. And it's got to be frustrating because apparently, you know, from what I read just, you know, a couple of days ago, that Wardlow was actually supposed to get a push against Hangman Adam Page for the title. And I mean, like, man, it just sucks right there. Hangman Page finally buckshot lariat there by the Cowboy. Could he put away Bobby Lashley here? The final cover to come, but Lashley another kick out there. That is insane there. You can't blame the Hurt Syndicate for that one right there. Bobby Lashley kicked out on his own power right there, his own accord there. This matchup, this back and forth brutal war continues to go on here. Lashley with a military press there, into the spine buster there. The damage that Hangman Page's midsection must be feeling is absolutely... He's going to need a lot of ice on the body there and still kick out. Max just cuts a good promo and says sorry. I have to disagree with you on that one. There is no, like, for MJF to apologize, I think that's a betrayal of his character. Because even when MJF was a good guy with him and Adam Cole, there was no, I don't know if he ever apologized for anything. And lastly, I thought Bobby was about to hit the referee with a spear. Bobby Lashley gets the victory. I could have used resiliency, but I felt like, you know what? Let's put an end to this match right there. Well, Bobby Lashley gets the victory here on this matchup here. But I can't say that he did it fair and square. We had the assault. No, okay, so Hangman actually is still the bad guy. It was just interesting because when Okada attacked Hangman on Page, he was getting booed in the background right there. Like, oh, damn, did Okada just turn heel? Now, this is a interesting matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Scarlett was part of the... what was that for? Was that for the... I believe it was for the Queen of the World Championship. I think she was part of the Chamber matchup, and Scarlett had 2 eliminations right there. This is a title eliminator matchup there as Candice LeRae is the AEW Hardcore Women's Champion here. And we see right there that Scarlett will have Killer Cross by her side right there. Candice LeRae has been a pretty good champion, to say the least there. But Scarlett here wanting an opportunity to shine right there, and she's about to get that one right there. The other option is Will, but there's no timeline for his return. Will Ospreay, yeah. I hear that Ospreay's doing good, though. I hear that Ospreay, it could be back faster than we expect, perhaps there. It was Scarlett from, like, back in her days of NXT. I think it was the best Scarlett I could find, honestly. I tried to, get her hair color into a more current base with the brown. But yeah, there's not a lot of people make Scarlett Bordeaux, So it was the first models that I could really find to make it work with Killer Cross. So I did my best to work with what I could. Shot, nope. Candice keeps going for a leap up DDT right there. She's a spammer right now. Candice is spamming here. Knee drop there to the arm there by Candice LeRae. Candice looking pretty damn good here, and I'll give her that. Elbow on the leg there is Scarlett. Another spear right there, taking down Candice LeRae there, and Scarlett ends her crossbody. I think she landed on the top of the neck of Candice LeRae right there. Oh, man. An ugly landing right there, but still a landing nonetheless there. Right inside the ring there. I wonder why I didn't. I've always been a big fan of Cass. I wonder why they didn't push her like in NXT. She's just, that's the thing, because Triple H has his favorites. Scarlett right now, throw a little stank in the face right there. Triple H has his favorites, man. It's always the big thing. It's like, just because Triple H is in charge of WWE now, doesn't mean he's going to push the people he pushed in NXT. They're not stars. They're not stars, and he's not looking to build stars. I'm sorry to say that, but Triple H, Andrade didn't get pushed. Aleister Black not getting pushed in the World Heavyweight Championship. Sami Zayn not getting pushed in the World Heavyweight Championship. Kevin Owens, same thing. These guys may have been, the world champions in NXT, but it's a brand new world, and Triple H just knows his favorites. Knows his Seth Rollins, his John Cena's, Randy Orton's, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. They're all Vince's guys, and that's who he was trained to push. The only I wouldn't even say that Cody Rhodes was the exception, because even Vince McMahon was pushing Cody when, Cody got back there. But anyways, let's talk about the action right now. Candice LeRae, try for grabs the brain buster. Nope, suplex into neckbreaker here. This matchup not looking good here for Scarlett here. Candice LeRae outside there, but neckbreaker again there by Candice, dropping down Scarlett there. Scarlett throwing Candice LeRae inside the ring right there. Again, this is a title eliminator matchup here. If Scarlett can win, she gets herself a shot at Candice's hardcore championship right there. Escaping on through there is Scarlett, immediately running away again there. Randy is, not on the list anymore because he's, far too. Randy's on his way out, basically. Randy's just the guy you plug in there these days for what you need. He's AJ Styles and he's Kevin Owens. I can work anybody, you need me to. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there we go. I thought I missed my shot. But Randy is still, I feel like, kind of on that list there because, he was chosen to be, one of John Cena's last opponents there. Yeah, I know. Surprisingly, Punk is. I wouldn't have thought that. Oh, no? Okay. But obviously, Triple H knows exactly that Punk is someone that, fans care about. I'm not going to say, try to give Triple H a lot of credit, like, hey, he's willing to work with people, Scarlett's got Candice up. Dirty Dancing right there. Got it locked in. Holy cow, Scarlett pulls away with a victory. I didn't see that one happen right there so quickly. The Scarlett Bordeaux just earned herself a shot at Candice LeRae's Hardcore Championship right there. That is going to happen next week. They're going to have to add that into the notes right there. We move on to our next matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Julia Hart there taking on Sophia Moore. I thought he was going to bury Punk. No, you can't really do that one right there. Like, you know, despite the history those two have right there, you know, they probably talked and, like, you know, we got to do things that's best for business, Punk. And Punk's like, hey, I got nowhere else to go, so, yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah, because, again, when CM Punk got fired from AEW for being a dickhead, you know, he had nowhere else to go. He's not going to New Japan. He's not going to TNA. They can't afford him. New Japan's too far. Nobody else could afford him. He ruined his time with AEW. WWE was the only option left for him. And Triple H was like, you know, oh, great, I get to take one of AEW's guys. So that's probably how he looked at it, like that. And so, yeah, I was basically, you know, just looking at what is best for business right there. Actually, you know what? I want to watch this matchup. Julia versus Vince booked AJ like a star. Dude, yes. Like I know that people like to shit on Vince a lot, and I'm not saying that I'm here to, you know, freaking hype Vince McMahon up at all. But Vince knew how to book AJ Styles right there. Triple H, he doesn't get it. I swear, like, sometimes Triple H just doesn't get it, man. AJ got treated like someone serious right there. AJ Styles just, like, what's he doing? Playing tag team wrestler right now with Dragon Lee? I mean, fine. But now, like, freaking AJ Styles, just, you had to get John Cena to tell Triple H, I want AJ Styles. Because Triple H was like, oh, okay. You want to book yourself, John? Fine. I thought you would let me decide. But it took John Cena to have to go out there to get AJ Styles that match. It's ridiculous, man. AJ Styles is on his way out of professional wrestling next year, and yet, what? Like, we're getting this from AJ? Like, it's insulting. Well, we're moving on to our next matchup here. Julia Hart. We'll see if the House of Black can come away with a clean sweep here tonight. Going to be taking on the Moore family here. This should be a good one here. Two former Ring of Honor Women's World Champions, Sophia Moore and Julia Hart here. I just want to see this matchup. And Sophia with a calf kick there, straight to Julia Hart right there. In the grab there, Julia. Front head like applied, but not really moving on there. He was the top guy, and Hunter's like, you know, nah. All I know from AJ is he's the flippy guy. I don't like the flips. Flipping's boring. He was from TNA. And Julia implementing some of that dark arts style right there from the House of Black there, and snap air driver there by Julia Hart there. Try for the knee there. Sophia moved out of the way from that one right there. Straight grab there with Julia the counter. Both these ladies known quite well for their high-flying and athletic offense right there, as you saw with Sophia with a roll-through lariat there. Juliet, wheelbarrow into the arm drag there. Exactly. No, dude, you're absolutely correct about that one. You're absolutely right about that one. Like, the whole John Cena heel turn, failure. The only thing that I remember from John Cena's, you know, heel run was the promo that he cut on CM Punk, that pipe bomb, that promo pipe bomb there. That was good. Everything else, kind of like shit. That's a deep cradle right there that Sophia had on Julia. Plus, it was a terrible decision. Nobody was going to boo John Cena on his way out the door right there. John Cena is a guy who has earned so much respect from the crowd over his last years in WWE that nobody's booing him anymore. Oh, Julia right now, straight up powerbomb there. So it wasn't going to work. The heel run was never going to work right there. It was a stupid decision. All because, once again, probably Cody Rhodes didn't even want to turn heel. That's the thing as well, too. I am so fucking frustrated that John Cena is not showing up every single week. I was hoping for, back in with John Cena's last year, I was hoping to see him on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I was hoping to see him go everywhere. In his last time around in professional wrestling, to be everywhere. I know that he's movie star John Cena now, but I was hoping that he would have, been there to take some time off from Hollywood to be like, hey, this is my last year of wrestling. I need this. I'm pissed. I'm upset. Because when I saw John Cena make that announcement, I was like, yo, we got to get John Cena from 2005, 6, those, golden years of Cena. Julia went hard in the buckle right there. Oh, man, it's hopefully we're not getting a count out here. Sometimes people can get so caught up on the outside, they're battling their opponents that you don't even hear the referee's count anymore. Yeah, for the Punk match and for the AJ Styles matchup, I don't really watch WWE anymore, but I heard that match was good there. That one, that is one match that I do want to go back and actually watch there. Especially seeing AJ back in TNA gear right there. That was certainly interesting. Julia with a running face wash right there. There's no way that one boot there was going to put away Sophia right there. You saw Brody King slide in the steel chair right there. Julia kicked in the midsection right there. Palm handle position and face crusher slam down there. Nice job by Julia. And now there's Jonathan Moore right there for the distraction. Trying to help out his sister right there, Sophia. And the distraction worked for a moment there. Split the leg drop there, but Julia moved out of the way right there. There's Julia out there. Oh, the stunner there by Julia. As referee doing the good job there, clearing the ring from the steel chair right there. Sophia with the arm drag, takedown there, and now Sophia rebound into the running SCO right there. Brody King for the distraction right there. Again, that I sense is the urgency from the House of Black right there. Nice face crush there by Julia. It's got to be the urgency right there for the House of Black right there, as they have lost all of their championships. The only one that's left is the AEW Dark Tag Team Champions, and those two may be leaving tonight. Whoa, I don't even know what the hell you call what Julia Hart just did right there. All I can say is that was, she can push Mr. Target Shed. Nice spin kick there by Julia Hart in the back of the head of Sophia. I also have been seeing it for a year. Hell yes, not her thing slow booking. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, literally, you've got to look at what's been going on for WWE as of late. They've been making a lot of money, sure, but they're not getting as much attendance. Not as many people are tuning in anymore. And the prices have gotten too high where people aren't going anymore. And people have gotten actually pissed off with the direction of where WWE has been going. They've actually been watching more AEW. That's the thing, is that once again, it's kind of like what happened with Vince. People started checking for another alternative in 2019 where AEW was. And Triple H kind of pushing them to that direction there. It's not as many as it was before maybe, but it's still a big jump. Julia with a pose down right there as Sophia putting herself on the ring over there. Shot to the face, but Sophia with a counter. Cena got tired and took things into his own hands. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Cena, honestly, I think Cena got pretty pissed off by Triple H there. It's where's my AJ Styles match there? I want this, and that's why he took it on social media, because then the fans demanded for it. And, Triple H had to give in. It wasn't just, I got to give what the fans want, I got to give John what he wants as well, too. Chop there, and Sophia, I'm enjoying this matchup here, back and forth here between, roundhouse kick there attempted by Julia. Sophia, snap mirror, nope. Julia escape. I think she was trying for a slap right there. Toss up and over on the outside there. Sophia goes hard, lands hard on the outside there. Smart strategy by Julia. She's not going out there after where the Anarchy Rules family is, the Moore family there. Dude, yeah. Again, you know, people can talk about, you know, how much revenue that WWE is making and everything, but they can make all the money in the world there, but they are losing a lot of fans. A lot of them. They're just not as hot as they once were. You know, Triple H just isn't the almighty booker that people used to think he was. I praised the hell out of Triple H for NXT. I was one of those guys. And I was like, man, things are going to be so much better when Triple H is in charge. And I was wrong. I'm not saying that it's not, you know, fine, but it's just not as exciting as I had, you know, wanted to be. You know, and fans are seeing that as well. Julia to the top rope. Could be looking for the Moonless Knight here. Yeah, she's turning around right there. The moonsault. High stakes there, but Sophia moved out of the way there. Kicked the back there. And oh, wait. Julia sending Sophia out on the ring over there. And just a psych out there, I think, by Julia. The post down there. Forearm strike there. And now Julia about to trap Sophia up there. Trap her prey with a tarantula stretch right there. Catching her prey in a web. And the boot to the face there. Sophia goes down in front of her brothers. Julia takes the running start. Elbow drop there. Yeah. And that's someone that John wanted to face, I think, was Dominic. And now we're just getting some tournament to decide John Cena's last opponent. Don't get me wrong, the tournament idea is not a bad idea, but we're done. We have John Cena's last match, and there's nothing left. Just this tournament, and it's over. There's the House of Black specialty right there, the pile driver by Julia Hart there. And now Julia dragging Sophia away from the ropes right there, cover it up there. Could be the end that she needs, and victory for the House of Black there. Man, you know, the House of Black may have lost all their championships, but they have not lost momentum at all since losing their championships. They have stayed focused and in control of power over the AEW division. As Brett would say, I give it a 4 out of 10. Look, Triple H, I'll say this. Triple H did a good thing with the McIntyre and Punk feud. That one was good. I mean, I'll see, you know, what he's doing with, you know, I'm waiting to see if this will be Dominic Mysterio ending Rey Mysterio's career moving forward. I don't know, because, like, they need to give Dominic... Yeah, absolutely, brother. I agree. Like, what they need to do is they need to give Dominic Mysterio the ultimate heel, you know, part by taking his father's mask and retiring him. If they give that, they're doing it right there. It's time for Dominic to finally get a victory over his father, because he ain't got nothing. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mickie James against Dana Brooke here. And are we at a cutscene? Okay. All right. Mickie James all set for... Wait a second. What the hell? What's going on here? Shayna Baszler. What? This woman is all over the place here right now. She's been a thorn in the side of Bayley for the past few days. And now she went after Kairi Sane before, and now she's setting her sights on Mickie James here. This woman is just everywhere, and you can't stop her right now here. Well, Mickie James right now, she's got to stay focused on the task at hand here right now, because Dana Brooke is someone that you cannot underestimate, because she has been in training with her new mentor, Bryan Danielson. Mickie James, though, I think that was all Punk and... I mean, you're probably right there, you know, because obviously when you're higher up there like CM Punk is, you probably got a lot of leeway with your career about, you know, what you can and cannot do right there. Big time suplex there by Mickie James there. Now Mickie quickly to the top rope right now. Already looking to take the dive here. Oh, time for a senton, I believe that one was. Dana moved out of the way right there. Both ladies missing the strikes. That was just bow and shoot ugly, as Jim Ross would say. A great counter by Mickey there, dropping her weight down there and got the front headlock as Mickey, double axe. That was literally on top of the head of Dana Brooke right there. That was nasty there by Hardcore Country Mickey James there. That's Mickey right now. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've mixed the roster of AEW and WWE together in this universe mode here with some of my own custom characters. The only people that I regret that I don't have Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. I would have gotten those guys if I had room and if the community creations of WWE 2K19 were still open. But other than that, I really think I've got like the most perfect roster, I think. Mickey James back suplex, keeps it simple right there, dropping Dana Brooke down there as Mickey just continuing to keep it simple right there. The double axe to the face right there is forearm strike there and kick there. Still gotta wonder what the hell that Shayna Baszler is even doing out here right now, just getting up close and personal, watching Mickey James in action. As Mickey, you darn it, caught me when I was about to do my signature. The cutscene happens. And now Shayna Baszler talking some trash to Mickey James here, and Mickey's doing the unwise thing here, getting outside the ring here. Exactly what we're talking about. You can't turn your attention away from Dana Brooke because you get punched straight in the face right there. And Dana's got a hell of a strike right there, which could have been the knockout blow across of Mickey James there. Well, Shayna's done her distraction, done her damage right there. And I guess she's deciding to take her leave here. Cross chop to the throat there was attempted as Mickey James rolling herself inside the ring here. And Mickey with a roll-through kick right there. I think what happened between the Bucks and Punk was just a big misunderstanding. There was nobody helped them there, and sorted out when Cody was gone. I'll pause to talk about this here. It's very hard to talk about the situation with Punk and the Bucks, and I'll say this because of the fact that I really think that what it was is that there was so much miscommunication and not enough people really talking at all there. And I think, yes, that the situation was handled improperly by Tony Khan, but at the same time, there was Punk also misbehaving like a child as well, calling out, Hangman and Page, calling out literally the Bucks at the press conference right there. It was childish. You don't air that dirty laundry out to the public like that. You handle that like a civilized conversation in the back right there, and then you get into fights with people backstage, and then you get the whole shebang where nobody's talking with each other backstage right there at all. It was stupid. And then Punk called out Hangman and Page after a show on Collision before as well, and then sent him an apology text message. So Punk was acting like an asshole. He was really acting like an asshole. And look, the Bucks, maybe they weren't talking as well to CM Punk, and nobody was willing to communicate. I don't know. But I really just think that, unfortunately, CM Punk was a terrible start to get bad for AEW. I hate to say that because I love Punk. I loved him. And I was there for his first appearance back to professional wrestling. That's one of the greatest nights of my life. And it was a shame. I would have loved to have seen Punk and Will Ospreay, but I just think that, how things went down, it was for the better for Punk to be gone because he was becoming a problem. The backstage locker room, there was too much negative news in the AEW world, and nobody was caring. It felt like nobody cared about the on-screen product. They wanted to only hear about the backstage bullshit. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the problem, is that nobody talked. And, I heard, always rumors that, the Bucks, they wanted to see if CM Punk, could last 6 months without getting into trouble with that. But then they had the conversation. And I'm like, you don't do that. I'm like, it started to become very hard to tell what was real, what was fake, because there was so much, just a bunch of bullshit news that turned out to be not legit. And that's when I stopped following, wrestling, websites, because so many of them knew that was the popular thing, was to talk about a bunch of bullshit with Punk and the Bucks, and you couldn't trust them. So the only news source I began to trust was the Pro Wrestling Sap. I'll call him out because Khan wasn't going to do anything about it. I just think that's not. Look, I don't know about the whole situation right there, but it's like for me, really, I don't know what the full problem was about Colt Cabana. I mean, look, what Hangman did was stupid too, but there was no need to do that. You talk to these people backstage. Dana's got the victory. Damn. I don't think I was focusing hard enough right there. Dana got that victory there. Wow. That's a huge win for Dana Brooke right there to get that victory over one of the longest reigning AEW Women's Champions and Mickie James right there. Turns out that the training with Bryan Danielson really paid off there. And we're not going to take anything away there from Dana Brooke there, but we got to remember about the distraction from Shayna Baszler right there. But, man, that was unexpected. Moving on to our next matchup here. Corey Graves will be joined by the members of the Main Event Mafia taking on Randy Orton here. Both men looking to build themselves up in the rankings here. A reminder, the rankings still do matter. I think Punk wasn't the problem. The Bucks wasn't the problem. It was Khan. Should have told them all to stop. Yeah, I mean, I agree that Tony Khan could have handled it better. And people, would be like, oh, well, somebody's got to take the fall here. And he made the right choice by firing CM Punk. I hate to say it, but what are you going to do? Fire the Young Bucks? You lose all of your EVPs. You lost Cody. You lost the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are part of the reason why the show is called All Elite. So, for me, Punk had to go, especially after Punk, the last footage that we saw of him and Jack Perry. That was stupid. Punk was a total bitch for that. Jack Perry had his hands up, couldn't even defend himself, and Punk waited until Jack was defenseless before he put his hands on him. There's no excusing what Punk did at the end right there. This should be a good matchup here, though. Randy Orton against Corey Graves here as Randy with the first strike there with a lariat. Another one there by Orton here. Orton seems to be coming off the gate here very fast right there with those lariats there, just going hard in there. Luthez by Orton and a Fisco drop it down to the face of Corey Graves there. Gotta imagine that the members of the Main Event Mafia will be getting involved in this matchup soon here if Corey Graves can't start defending it. Oh, there you go. Graves gotta start going for the leg right there. That's Graves' specialty right there. Go after the legs of his opponents right there. Orton with a headbutt there. Yeah, I sensed the counter was coming. Really? Spinebuster and a cover? Oh, hell, that was close. What the hell? All right. Randy tried going down low. It's Graves with a counter right there. Now Corey Graves starting to find his groove right now, starting to find momentum. But as soon as I say that one there, Randy Orton there, cut off circulation there with the choke across the back. Oh, forearm strike there by Graves. Switch to the throat there. Randy saw it coming there. And now Saraya right there with the distraction as well. Here is Graves. Straight jacket, German suplex there. Khan pulled Cole off AEW and put him on ROH. The Bucks never thought got him fired, and Khan. Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest though. Like, if we're being honest here, like Colt Cabana didn't really offer anything to AEW except for the Dark Order. And after Brody Lee, passed away, I don't know. Oh, Corey Graves is always one of my first downloads to any of the games I get. Ready, rebound, try for Laird there. Graves with a counter, kick to the inside leg there. Graves, strike to the leg right there. Corey Graves, this could be one of his biggest victories coming up here. Randy right now. Simple, effective back suplex there by the Viper. Orton went for the grab there. Waist lock there, not letting go. Graves forcing the escape there with a couple elbows to the... Oh. Great grab there by Orton there for the escape on that. Time for the kick there is Graves. Dragon screw right there. Randy finding the escape here right now. I think Randy Orton feeling the frustration here right now, dealing with Corey Graves here. Oh, he baited him in. That was the thing. The Viper baited him into a trap right there to Randy Orton there. Got in front headlock there, and snapmare takedown there by Randy Orton, cranking at the neck there. Wait, Orton let it go right there. Wait a sec. Soraya slides in the steel chair there, and Orton. Orton wanted to make sure no chair for Graves there. There's Corey now. Goes Orton. Rebound. Pop it up there. A kick to the side of the neck there. Graves right now stalking the Viper here, stalking Orton. I'm done. Wait. Tombstone pounds over there by Graves, though. Graves probably should not have gone for the cover. Look at the position. Randy's legs, his toes under the bottom rope right there. Oh, yeah, Graves choking out Orton here. Oh, who's going to strike first? But you do. You do. Oh, turn around, psych. And just like that, the Viper strikes it back here. As Orton right now sizing up the prey here of Corey Graves. Punt kick there. Orton right now. Oh, sizing up Graves here right now. You see him, is the RKO in mind? There it is right there. And strike down into the cover. Could be all she wrote for Corey Graves, but he got the kick out right there. But use that resiliency. Now it'll be my turn if I need it. Or with a grab there, Graves escapes on through here. I think this is our multi-event. I think this is our semi-main event. Yeah, I mean, I get that Colt Cabana, is, like friends with the Bucks and whatnot, and with Hangman. But it really I don't really see the necessary need for to have gone out for that one. And just terrible miscommunication as well there for, on Hangman's part as well. They're like, you talk about workers' rights. It was just a stupid thing all the way around. RKO again by Orton there. What happened to AEW? It's like WWE's wet dream come true. They hit a downslope there, but 2025 has definitely been the biggest improvement for AEW. They have been hitting winning factors all around. Like, there's a big difference. There's a shift in AEW where the online wrestling community is actually, becoming more positive to AEW right now. Like, I've noticed that. Obviously, you're always going to get some of the stupid people on Twitter that are going to be like, oh, AEW sucks. They tell no stories. And that's just the usual people that just, never watch the product at all. Or they watch maybe 1 week and they don't do anything else. Like, nope, that's why I don't watch. It's like, they're always the people that are going to shit on the product. But AEW has recovered. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland have been a big part of that, as well as Hangman and Page. But I definitely say nice counter there by Orton with a power slam there. Orton middle rope here. Rare sight to see Orton take a dive in. Maybe that's why. Don't go for it. Randy Orton turning Corey Graves around right now. Shot to the body. Gets him up there. Body slam. Punch straight in the face of the bloody face of Corey Graves is now Orton. Oh, this is about coast to coast, corner to corner. That punt kick right there as Randy Orton dragging the lifeless body of Corey Graves, dead center of the ring right there. Covered up there. This could be all she wrote for Corey Graves there as he gets the kick out once again there. Here's Randy Orton one more time, sizing up Corey Graves. Could it be third time's the charm for another RKO, but Graves countered it at that time, but still could not counter the lariat there. Orton, not sure what Randy Orton wanted there, but Graves slips out. Couple of kicks to the inside leg there, and now Graves trying to go for Tombstone again, but Orton counters out here. Tombstone of his own there. Stop down there is now Orton with the grab, but Graves shoulder tackle right there, taking down the Viper. As Graves, those rapid fire forearms to the face of Orton right there. Multiple strikes there. Resting leg applied, dragging Randy away from the ropes there, but I really don't think that's going to do it there for Orton right there. There's not enough damage has been done to Randy Orton to put that one away there. Graves needs a bigger move than that there. Graves is changing it up right now, going directly to the arms there. Stomping on the fingers of Randy Orton there. It's a different strategy there by Graves there. Targeting the arm, not the leg. Straight punch there by Orton. Oh no, but Orton with a quick grab there, taking Corey Graves, draping him across the middle rope. And as one would say, vintage Orton. Is Randy going to go for a cover? No, he just wanted to drag Graves away from the ropes right there, set him up for a third RKO. Bam, it hits there. And that is good night Graves there. 1, 2. Graves with another kick out there. Corey Graves just knows how big of an opportunity this one is here to face off against the multi-time world champion in Randy Orton there. One is pretty high in the rankings there. Kick to the inside leg there by Graves, though. Shot to the back of the head there. Lariat sends Randy outside the ring. As Graves going on the outside there with Randy Orton as well there. I watched both. Will is the star. I always liked Hangman, but the run is not working for me. Not his fault. It's the booking. Hangman's booking as a champion right now. It's a little bit, still not reached its full peak here. But Hangman was the right outcome to really win. I mean, you could, the best thing about it is you couldn't go wrong with Will Ospreay or Hangman Page to have been the guy to take the title from Moxley. You couldn't go wrong with either guy. That in my personal opinion, you couldn't have gone wrong with anybody. Orton once again hit that DDT and now sizing up for one last RKO right there. Fourth one, gotta be the last one. No way does he kick it out. Alright, called it. You gotta give it there to Corey Graves for sticking with this matchup as long as he did right there, but a good victory for Randy Orton there. An opportunity for Orton to move himself up in the rankings, and oh no, here we go. I'm going to play as Tyler Bate. I'm going to play as Tyler. Jason's, he needs new challenges. Yeah, I'm conflicted about, what I want to happen for Hangman, if I want Samoa Joe to win this time here. But here's the thing. I don't want Samoa Joe just to get it because, he's, going to retire soon. It's like, no. I'm like, make him actually earn that shit. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing for Bryan Danielson as well, too. But, Samoa Joe, I could see Joe getting the title, and I'd be okay with it. But Joe, I think, would need a better run than he had the first time for the title. But it all depends on, how long we have Samoa Joe still for. There we go. Tyler Bate. Wait a minute. I agree. I'm not sure who the guy is to take the title from Hangman yet. That's the thing. Sometimes you can feel who's ready for it and who's not. I'm not sure. I don't have any guesses about who I think should take the title from Hangman. I don't want to say Swerve because that just feels too obvious as well. Hangman should hold on to it for a while. I absolutely agree. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Bate against Jason Moore here, and Shawn Michaels has joined us out here on at the commentary table to watch this matchup here, as Michaels and Tyler Bate have had an interesting partnership over the past few weeks here. It started off as pretty good between the both of them, and then it was last week that they had a terrible disagreement in their tag team matchup. And now Shawn Michaels just watching everything unfold here to see how things go for Tyler Bate in this matchup here. And straight jab there by Jason Moore here as far as how it's looking. I'd say, but he needs fresh opponents like a 360. I agree. Like, I think you could put Hangman in a match with like Eddie Kingston and things like that. You know, one of my favorite things about Jon Moxley in this run here right now is the fact that Moxley's taking on people like Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey. I love when we get fresh matches that are completely new. That they're like, I would have never thought about Moxley and Kevin Knight. Let's see how this goes. I love those types of matches. Like, you pretty much know who's going to win, but it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the journey. Especially how Moxley is right now with Kyle O'Reilly there. I mean, O'Reilly, they've really made Kyle, I don't know if I want to say into a star, but he's been looking great with Jon Moxley. And, you see Kyle O'Reilly and you would have thought just tag team guy. Not the case. O'Reilly's been making out as a pretty good single star with facing off against Moxley. Tope suicided by Tyler Bate there directly in front of Shawn Michaels there. And Tyler Bate getting in the face of Michaels there for a moment. I don't know if he's just trying to intimidate the Heartbreak Kid or what there. Kick to the inside leg there by Jason Moore. Rolling elbow there. Easily could be a knockout. Oh, Tyler was selling. His body just went limp across the ropes there. Jason Moore with a cover there. But Tyler with a kick out there. Still got plenty of life there. Tyler Bate does. Jason, you're going to have to deliver a lot more in that matchup to be able to get this one done with. Nice roll through there by Tyler Bate, able to escape. I know Tyler. Oh, now he's going to go for his signature move here. Tiger try for a 91. No. Ooh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. That could be a fun one right there. Especially because Hook is someone, again, that I think that they need to continue pushing towards. Hook's one of those guys that we need to see more from to, feel that he's justified to move in the future of AEW. Tyler Bate, God, Mike, you ruined my comeback! No! The cutscene ruined my comeback. Tyler Bate threw Jason Moore to the corner right there, and now Tyler outside again talking to Shawn Michaels here. And Tyler Bate, that's what you get for turning your attention away there from Jason Moore. My comeback is gone, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. What'd you do? Great jab there, and now Shawn Michaels feels like he's seen all that he needs to see from Tyler Bate here. Tyler Bate waiting for Jason Moore to get to his feet there. He's going to take the springboard there, and I thought Jason was actually going to dodge that. Stop down there, and now Tyler Bate trying to go top rope here. High risk. Can the reward pay off? But he's taking a long time getting to the top rope there. Oh, man. I'm surprised that worked. I thought he would have dodged that. Oh, nice super kick there by Tyler Bate. It's almost like since Shawn Michaels has disappeared from ringside, it's like Tyler Bate can get focused now, get down to business here. Throw inside the ring there once again. Tyler springboard up, cross body here. Jason's not making any counters here. This is very strange. He's just taking the abuse here. Is the plan for Jason Moore to just take the abuse and let Tyler Bate tire himself out there? Try saying that 5 times fast there. I enjoy the end landscape. I'm not sure I know what that one is. Was that NXT? Stop down the midsection right there is Jason. The grab. Shoulder breaker there by Tyler, and now. Hiya! You dumbass. Posing while I'm there. You stupid bastard. Oh. Get your ass up. Tyler right now throwing Jason inside the ring here right now. Jason's already moving to get himself up here. Roll kick there by Tyler attempted. I did. What did he say? Oh, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. I don't know what he said. Oh, front flip DDT. No. Roll through kick there. I'm going to try to check what Triple H said. It's Tyler Bate right now, waiting for Chase to get to his feet. Oh, you're not. Yeah, stupid. Stupid, son. Stupid. Now Jason's got Tyler Bate at the back of the neck right now, and couple shots to the elbow right there. And let me see. What did Big Trips have to say? I don't know what he said. So after Saturday's main event, Triple H promised a new landscape starting Monday night. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I've heard people talking about, hey, look at all the look at the AEW guys with the champions. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. You know, good for them. You know, but I mean, I don't really. Oh, I could have still countered. Oh, the Phoenix Splash by Jason. That's one of his last resort signature moves, the Phoenix Splash there. Cover it up there. I'm not going to kick out. Oh, I kicked out. Wow. You know, I don't know. I mean, I kind of saw that Logan Paul joined, you know, freaking Paul Heyman. I'm just like, this guy doesn't need to be part of the freaking faction. I don't know, man. But, you know, good for everybody. You know, good for Jade finally getting the championship. I mean, for crying out loud, she deserved it a long time ago. Tyler Bate, always looking for an exploder here from the middle rope there. That was nuts there by Tyler. And I mean, Cody Rhodes, that one was kind of obvious. Like they don't care about Drew McIntyre at all. Drew McIntyre is completely worthless. Like, this guy deserves better. I really would love to see Drew McIntyre go back to being Drew Galloway, just get out of WWE. Like, I'm so frustrated for him because he was one of the, you know, key players of, you know, what made WWE exciting with, you know, the tweets and the, you know, the CM Punk thing. And what do you get for your reward? You take the loss, kid. Take the bumps, kid. You keep taking the L's, kid. Hey, kid, can we plug you for you and Cody Rhodes? You're not going to get the championship, but, you know, we're going to make sure that you keep having title matches. Great. Do I get them? No. And so it's just frustrating to see some of the guys that work so damn hard and that deserve it. Like, you could do something exciting and do something new, and you just choose not to. It's frustrating. So it's just frustrating for. Yeah, exactly. Just like, you know, fucking LA Knight. You know, they don't give a fuck about LA Knight. LA Knight is not someone that they're going to push. LA Knight is someone that that people want to see get to the top of the World Championship picture. Not going to happen. He's not going to be there. Tiger Driver 91 by Tyler Bate there. Like, and I'm sorry to say that. I know that people love LA Knight, but Triple H had 3 years to give him the Money in the Bank contract, and he hasn't done it. That tells you all that you need to know right there. When you've been in 3 consecutive Money in the Bank matches and you can't get it, you're done. You're done. Tyler Bate keeps trying for the diving headbutt right there and gonna knock himself silly if he keeps that up. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Oh! Chokeslam there. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, man. That's like the frustrating thing is like you push your heart and soul into everything with there when you're Drew McIntyre, and you get nothing. Honestly, when you get to that point right there where Drew McIntyre is, how can you even want to, you know, give it your best right there? You know, it's hard to find that energy, in my personal opinion, to be like, you know, oh, hey, if I keep working hard enough, maybe I'll get there. You know, they said the same thing about LA Knight. Triple H was on a post-media scrum. He's like, good things happen to those who wait. It's like, we've been waiting for a long time now, motherfucker. That's what he is. That's what he is. You're a good guy. We can plug you in when we need you. Until that time, we don't need you, and we don't want you. At least Dolph Ziggler got to be a world champion for a little bit there. I can't believe I got another one again. Wow. That's incredible right there. Oh, please kick out again. Damn it. It was a fluke. Jason said it was a fluke that you kicked out before. Oh, gotta give it up. This was an intense match between Tyler Bate and Jason. Wait, I wonder if Shawn Michaels, if Shawn Michaels turned heel. Because Tyler Bate still cheered, and Shawn Michaels turned. I don't know. I guess I'll have to check the news to see if the HBK became a bad guy. That would be very strange. All right, well, with our main event here right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions of Bryan Danielson and Danny Steele in this matchup. Cage and Copeland in this latter matchup as well. The House of Black here. Everything has happened in 3 years, but how about now? The show sucks. Yeah. Dude, I felt so bad because Punk literally buried LA Knight so bad. Like, I get it. You know, Punk's got like the uncensored, unfiltered guy, but he literally said, you will never be a world champion, or at least I've been a world champion, something like that. I'm like, damn. I was like, that was rough for them to have done that. For him to have done LA Knight dirty like that. Now, in this matchup here, I kind of want to see the Hardys win, and so I could play the tag team matchup here as one of the Hardy Boys, but I'm going to let fate decide about who wins this one here. The House of Black could lose all of the titles that they once held. Don't skip the entrances. All right. I won't skip the entrance. We're waiting down for our first tag team participants to come down here. Fans are ready for this main event. We've been building to it all night long. Not a custom. There we go. And right now, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions make their way down to the ring here. The Combat Club of Bryan Danielson and Danny Steele here. Who would have thought about it? These guys could be a double champion. And when you think about it, I mean, these guys could earn themselves maybe a shot at the AEW Tag Team titles here if they continue on potentially winning here. Punk's skips and riddles sometimes, thinks he told them what the company think of him. Punk speaks in riddles sometimes, he told them what the company thinks of him. Yeah. Literally. He's like, I'm the truth teller. I'm the truth teller, and I'm the riddler. Riddle me this night. Our next participants here. How can you have a ladder match without some of the two originators of the ladder match? These two, when they decide to come down the ring, Christian Cage and Adam Copeland here. Is that Kenny? No, Kenny's not in. Kenny's not in this matchup. Kenny Punk got Omega. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage here. They have a huge opportunity to just, get themselves a shot at those AEW Dark Tag Team Championships right there. And, folks, let's just be honest with ourselves here. One of the main reasons that Christian Cage and Copeland are in this matchup is because fans obviously had a high demand to see these two take on the Hardys inside a ladder matchup once again here. And you got to imagine that in this matchup here that you don't think that's what he meant. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. If it's something that Punk said on Raw or something like that, I didn't hear it. Yeah, basically what we're talking about right now here. The next participants to come down here, the reformed, reunited Hardy Boys here, who have been winning undefeated since their reunion, since their Punk to LA. Is that Kenny? I don't know what that was supposed to mean right there. Matt Hardy, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, in this matchup here. Too bad for these participants that this is not for a pinfall matchup, because either way, that would make it a title eliminator matchup there. Broken, Matt Hardy, and Brother Nero coming down here, and one would have to assume that perhaps the ladder match would be in their favor to win. But it's all about Clive when he buried him. Oh, I guess I didn't hear that part there. Call the leader, Broken Matt Hardy. Still can't believe that Mad Jeff Hardy back together like this here. Nothing that we would have expected there, because after all the things that Jeff Hardy has done to his brother over the past few months, we would have never have thought about this at all here. And now, when he told him he will never be a world champion, I guess I missed that part there. I don't know what that's supposed to mean right there. Like, I can't think about, like, is that Kenny? Like, I'm thinking South Park. I don't know why. I just keep thinking South Park. Like, he just killed Kenny, you bastard. Now the final participants to come down to the ring here, the champions themselves here. We'll have to find out right now if the House of Black can go for 2-0 here tonight. Julia Hart scored the victory in her matchup here tonight. We're going to find out right now if the House of Black can retain the AEW Tag Team Champions. I think he told him that the company doesn't see him as a star. I mean, he could have just called him freaking the Janetti. Or could have just called him the next Ziggler, as you said. But But I think Punk wouldn't have wanted to do that to Dolph right there. But Dolph wasn't the star. There's got to be a lot of pressure right now for the House of Black right there, for Brody King and Buddy Matthews right there, as these two men, the final ones to hold the championship gold for the House of Black here. But it's going to be about who can climb the ladder first, who can get that championship down there. And I have to imagine that, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, they're not looking to have any 5-star classic matchup here. They're just looking to get straight into winning this matchup here. Some of these guys should just leave and do AEW or Japan. WWE is getting too comfortable because of all the... That's exactly what it is right there. Dude, WWE is getting too comfortable. They've got, one of the reasons why that I don't watch WWE anymore, for me, it's just not as entertaining. And number two is that they're too comfortable. They don't need the viewerships. They've got the sponsorships. They've got the money. They've got the loyal fan base that will always, watch and will always support them. They don't have to change. WWE doesn't have to do anything because they've got the never say die people. They've got the folks who have always been with this company since the Attitude Era, and they're like, it's just normal for them. It's normal to watch Monday Night Raw every single week, no matter what, in hopes that it'll get better or something. It's hard to step away from some people. So it's just, WWE knows they've got their loyal fan base that never quits. Copeland's got Buddy Matthews dropped down the power slam there, and Danny Steele, simple elbow drop there as Bryan Danielson dealing with broken Matt Hardy, the current holder of the AEW Men's World Champion. Matt Hardy put back there. Don't! I don't know what was Jeff doing. Jeff was trying to go top rope there, and Christian Cage dropped him down there. I had to check for a moment there. Nobody gone for the ladder right now here. Christian Cage with the grab there. Jeff Hardy escapes through arm drag. Nice enziguri there by Danny Steele there. And Danny going after the champion, Brody King. Jeff Hardy setting Cage outside of the ring here right now. Copeland looking for Impaler. Adam Copeland and Matt Hardy talking about the history between those two, of course, there. Matt trying for the grab there. Copeland with the push off there. As Danielson, wait, did Brian accidentally drop down Danny? No, he didn't. Brody just got the Laird on him. Okay. Brian with the grab there. Kick to the face there by Matt. And it's all out chaos here right now. We're going to try to make sure to do our best here to stay with the action here. Bicycle kick there. The fan base leaving SmackDown went from 2 million to 900. I'm on the edge of myself as I went through 2019 and Raw. It wasn't this bad. I mean, it's kind of gotten worse, man. And like I can't even watch WWE for the most part as well because of the sponsorships. I hate it. Like every once in a while to put sponsorships around the ring, fine. I understand that that's how you make your money sometimes. But when I watch AEW, I'm watching a professional wrestling company. The ring is just the ring. You've got the AEW logo right there. Great. I don't want to see a bunch of Slim Jams and commercials everywhere. You know, all these sponsorships about Real American Vodka or whatever it is. It's too much. I just can't stand watching it. It doesn't make me feel like a wrestling fan. Spear by Copeland, taking down Jeff Hardy there. As the ladders have come into play here right now here. And that is the first indication that, oh man, Matt Hardy just dropped down that ladder right there. Deleted the ladder from Danny Steele's grab right there. Terrible pun there. Meanwhile, Brody King dealing with Brian Danielson up on the ring apron here. Brody right now has got Ryan up. What's he got planned here? Oh! Fireman's carry, Michinoku driver there, and nice side kick there by Danny Steele. But Brody, again the grab on Brian here. Cross-legged Michinoku driver there. Nobody's gone for a grab for the championships here right now. Everybody's just been consistently just beating the holy hell out of each other here right now. What was the point of that, Danny? Dropping down Cage like that. Jeff was about to hit a knockout blow. Matt Hardy throwing in the corner right there, and Buddy Matthews right now going over to Matt Hardy with the grab there, but took too long there. Matt Hardy, Matt Hardy is about to make Buddy Matthews' back broken. Gonna take him up, and where is he going? Where's Christian Cage going? Danny Steele doing the smart thing. Off Topic Wrestle Kingdom sold over 30K tickets. Yo, freaking nice there. Danny Steele's got his hand on the title. Hand on the title right there. There's Copeland right there. Try to make that save right there. Keep going. There we go. Adam Copeland, the veteran of the ladder matches right there, dropping down Danny Steele. If I'm Copeland, just go for the climb right now. And there you go. Go for that climb there. That's amazing right there. Great news for New Japan right there. When other wrestling promotions get to flourish and thrive, it's great for the professional wrestling world. Jeff Hardy right now pushing down that ladder there. Copeland holding on for dear life as Jeff Hardy dropping him down the electric chair there. And Jeff Hardy deleting perhaps victory for Copeland. Danny Steele back with the ladder hand right there. Cage taking that ladder away from him, dropping it down. Okay. Step up Hurricane Runner there by Brody King right there. As Matthews, the hard Irish whip there, sitting Matt Hardy outside the ring. As Jeff with the drop kick there, and Copeland almost called him Edge. Sorry. Oh, and Impaler DDT there by Copeland. And right now the House of Black actually owning the ring here right now. Spoke too soon. Danny Steele taking Matthews. Where is he going? Why are you doing that? Why is everybody out of the ring? The ladder is inside the ring, and opportunity is there to get the titles. I guess these guys actually want to go for, oh, wait a sec, though. Brother Nero, make the climb. Make those titles obsolete to the House of Black. Jeff Hardy's got his hand on the championship right there. And Matt Hardy could have been there to save his brother. Save your brother Nero. Copeland right now sending Matt Hardy outside there. Oh, wait a sec. Look at Daniel Steele, the burning hammer. Taking down Buddy Matthews in the wheel kick there by Copeland. Danny, your partner. There you go. Oh, Brian with a drop kick is Danny right now. Can you get the ladder or not? Get the ladder. Is it stuck? Is the ladder stuck? Well, go get another one. Who do you think John Cena's final opponent will be? I don't know if the tournament has been revealed yet. Ooh. Oh, Copeland got powerbombed on the ladder. You know, I would like to see Carmelo Hayes. I want a guy who's going to be someone to lead the future. Montez Ford. That could be good too. What I really want is I want the next person who's going to be, you know, the next person to really lead the charge for WWE as one of the faces. Someone who can get that big rub there from Cena. Not a Cody Rhodes. You know, we don't need that. Brody, oh no. Cage with a ladder shot in the face of Brody King there. Christian King. What just happened? Everybody just got dropped down by the ladder. The ladder just broke them all. As now Bryan Danielson trapping Jeff Hardy up there. Tarantula position there. The Ultimate Technician just trapping Hardy up there. Cage with a kill switch, taking down Matt Hardy. And Danny Steele with the ladder in hand. Danny's doing the right thing. He's not looking to mess around here. I wasn't going to say it. Oh no, Matt! Oh, there we go. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't know who else there is. You know, like I don't want, you know, to be CM Punk, you know. I don't want it to be, you know, I can't think of any names really. Aleister Black, but you know, Black is also, he's like in his, and I think Black is like close to, you know, almost 40s. Oh Jesus! Aleister Black could be a cool one though. That would be a really cool idea actually. That one wouldn't be bad. Aleister Black taking out Cena. I mean, if you're looking for a heel thing, that could be a good one. Danielson throwing Hardy. Oh, the ladder saved Jeff Hardy right there. Jeff. Twist of hate right there. What the hell did Christian Cage just do there? Christian Cage diving. Brody just made him glitch out of this universe. Blue Thunder Bomb and just barely missed the stairs there as Copeland drops the ladder. Climb the ladder. Oh, now you can actually drop the ladder. A nice escape there by Cage. Spear! Cage gets the spear, dropping down Brody King there. Buddy, grab the ladder. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. He is just relentless with that ladder. Buddy Matthews is, you gotta hit Copeland with it. Now climb the ladder. You know, the ladder is to be used to climb up to get your reward. All right. Now you keep hitting Jeff. How about hitting Copeland? There you go. Now climb the, no, pick up. Okay, you hit them with 4 times. Now climb the ladder. Climb the ladder, kid. I'm like Buddy Matthews' coach right now. Get up that ladder. Go get it. I think it's going to be, yeah. Oh, Cage, Copeland's got the title. Oh, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage are the new AEW Dark Tag Team Champions. Cage kept Brody King distracted outside the ring, which allowed Copeland to get up there and climb the ladder, get those titles. I'm actually okay with this kind of outcome here. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, 2 of the originators of the tag team ladder matches, have made their way to the tag team title. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Couldn't think about what else to say. But I would hate Gunther to beat John Cena's last opponent. But that has been the biggest speculation of Gunther to be it. But I'm sorry to say that I'm not really much of a fan of Gunther. I liked him like better as the Walter when he was a little bit heavier, and I feel bad for saying that. But he felt more like an intimidating factor when he was bigger like that. Gunther today just feels like another guy, and I've never, for some of the matches that I've seen him wrestle, hasn't been for me. But that's a terrible way to end the stream. But there we go. That is all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But not all for that is all for tonight for this part here. But in a few hours, we'll be going back live for AEW Dynamite. So feel free to join us for that one there. Until next time, guys, if you feel the video deserves it, hit that like button down below. Subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified when we go live for all the videos that we do. Until next time, I'll see you all on the next round. Adios.